What's happening, everybody? Movie Guy 808 back here. Gonna do a video about my favorite sports films and the sports movies I have on DVD and Blu-ray. Um, Not in any particular order. These are just sports movies that I love. There's obviously, a lot of just kind of Hollywood sports movies. There's one or two that are actually kind of like mixtapes and actual sports. But we'll just jump right into it because got quite a few. So, yeah, again, no particular order. A boxing film, Great White Hope, with James Earl Jones. I believe this is about the first black heavyweight champion, I believe. And really good film. James Earl Jones when he's young. Really cool movie. The Wrestler, Mickey Rourke, just came out a few years ago. Obviously about wrestling. And really good performance by Mickey Rourke. He really just kind of steals the show and makes the movie. Really good sports film there. Two classics. Got Caddyshack and Caddyshack 2. Obviously, the first one, by far the best, but Caddyshack 2, you know, it's fun. Necessary Roughness, an American football film from the early 90s. Yeah, it's Sinbad, so it's probably the early 90s. Just a fun movie, a fun, silly football movie. Alright. The Color of Money with Paul Newman and Tom Cruise. A pool movie. I like this movie because I like Paul Newman. It reminds me of The Sting, in which Paul Newman is also kind of like a con man. And Tom Cruise is pretty good in it too. But this is just a fun movie about pool with two really cool actors. The Program, another American football film from the early 90s. About a college football program, and the star quarterback, the coach of the team, is James Caan, as you can see there. Just kind of a guilty pleasure old football movie. Bill Durham, baseball film with Kevin Costner, Susan Sarandon, and Tim Robbins. This one's really well known. I think it was nominated for, I don't know, for Best Picture, Best Actor, what it was back in the day. But pretty cool film. Kevin Costner does a good job. Really good baseball film. Another baseball film, Moneyball, Brad Pitt, kind of based on sabermetrics and how they were developed to basically build baseball teams with all the statistical analysis and probabilities, and how they really just made a math equation out of it, and it succeeded. So I kind of like that movie. It was interesting. All right, real classic, Rocky, Sylvester Stallone, Best Picture in 1976. Great performance by Sylvester Stallone, great music, great photography, Apollo Creed, so many great things about this film. That's a great one. And who could forget this classic, Ski School 2? Oh. Okay. I guess it's a sport, sure. Alright, Rudy. Don't need to say much about that. One of my favorite football movies of all time, with Sean Astin as Rudy, who you guys probably know as Sam from Lord of the Rings. Just a really inspirational film. Again, I mean, just a good performance by the main actor, good music, highly entertaining. You really root for the guy, Rudy. Hoosiers, a high school basketball film where Gene Hackman is the new coach of this small town, and how the whole town is against him. And but he has his players, he has his assistant coaches, and they go all out. Again, inspirational, great basketball film. Talladega Nights, Ballad of Ricky Bobby, hilarious Will Ferrell comedy about basically NASCAR, and just a great performance from everyone. I mean, Sacha Baron Cohen's hilarious, John C. Reilly's really funny, just so many great lines from this movie, and probably the only way you could get me to watch racing, because I'm not a big racing fan, but that movie's funny. Not really a sports movie. The Running Man, obviously an action movie, but just the way that the content of this television show that Schwarzenegger's on basically is sold as a sport, and that's how the public sees it. Just that aspect of it, although it's clearly like a sci-fi action film kind of deal, but yeah, whatever. Okay, a couple Blu-rays. Any Given Sunday, another really good football movie. Al Pacino, Jamie Foxx, LL Cool J, Dennis Quaid, James Woods, Cameron Diaz. Great cast, directed by Oliver Stone. Really stylized, interesting, cool movie. Classic boxing film, Raging Bull with Robert De Niro, directed by Martin Scorsese. Just a great black and white film, and just brutally honest about the man's character and doesn't pull any punches, no pun intended. But just a great boxing film. A great documentary that just came out a year or so ago. Did win the Academy Award for Best Documentary in 2011. Great documentary about a small town football team, and how they've been probably the worst football team in the entire state for years and years, and how their coach is again, you can sense the theme with these movies, turns the tide, and just a well done documentary. If you're in for a sports documentary, definitely recommend that. All right, now we're getting into the real stuff. These are real sports DVDs that I have. Greatest moments in Super Bowl history. Don't need to say much about that. FIFA World Cup, Volume 4, 1990 to 1998. So that would have been World Cups 90, 94, and 98. So basically just highlights from those 3 World Cups. It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about, I shouldn't even call it soccer, right? It's just football. But I don't know a whole lot about it, but this definitely gets me interested and want to learn more. Then I have a lot of mixed martial arts, fighting stuff. I got the first 4 UFCs, UFC 1, 2, 3, and 4. You got Royce Gracie. He's in pretty much all of these, I think. He's in the first, third, and fourth one. And he is dominant. I mean, if you just want to see one guy dominate everybody, Royce Gracie in these first few UFCs is just killing people. I mean, look at him there. Oh, what a beast. He's a beast. Guy just... Ooh, he's nasty. Alright, and then that was UFC, and now we go to Pride. Pride Fighting Championships, which is was a Japanese fighting organization. That is the 2000 Grand Prix, which is a huge tournament that they did. This is a pretty cool steelbook. The Pride FC 2000 Grand Prix 3-disc set with tons and tons of fights. And just cool the fact that it's like a steelbook too. I like that. Then got a ton more of those Pride fighting things. They sell these huge box sets. They all have 5 events in each box set, so that, they're all numbered. And these have 3 events each. So there's 40 hours of Pride stuff right there. Just a ton of stuff. But yeah, guys, those are my sports films that I have and some of my favorites. List any if you think of any more that I missed. But until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you later. Bye.